A film!
You people are full of shit!
Canada be damned. I'm going to the Klondike.
The Klondike is Canada.
Giorgio, you be doing just fine, brother.
I'm probably not the first person you've heard say that characters are the nexus from which all stories derive. The extent on how rich or superficial that dive into a character is varies depending on where you look. In the case of Birdman, or the unexpected virtue of ignorance, it's without a doubt the former. What makes Birdman especially interesting is the similarities between certain characters, and to what degree the Venn diagram of their traits overlap. Birdman takes place in New York's Broadway scene, and quite literally follows our lead, Regan Thompson, played by Michael Keaton, an aging actor whose heyday as the masked superhero Birdman has long since passed.
Who was this guy? He used to be Birdman.
I don't know if you noticed, but that was 1992.
You could jump right back into that suit if you wanted to. We're not dead.
Look at me. Look at this. Look. I look like a turkey with leukemia.
Now on Broadway, Regan is spearheading a Raymond Carver play, which he writes, directs, and stars in. Straight out of the gate, the production is having its issues.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. You know, it'd be a lot better if I could get Ralph to stop, acting.
It's gonna be fine.
He's yelling.
He used to call me up at the hospital and say, "Son of a bitch, your days are numbered." It's too much. It's a little bit too much, I can tell, because I just want to give you a range.
Oh, shit!
Listen to me, Jake. It was going to be a disaster. That guy's the worst actor I've ever seen in my life. The blood coming out of his ear was the most honest thing he's done so far.
It's not that bad. Okay, it's fucking terrible.
However, the production is only the tip of the iceberg, because Regan is gradually tailspinning deeper and deeper to the brink of a full-blown psychological meltdown, and the production is simply feeding into his decline.
You're dead. Please.
We are not dead.
Oh, please, just stay dead.
We are not dead.
Stop saying we! There is no we! I'm not fucking you! I'm Regan fucking Thompson!
Do you really think you'll be ready for opening tomorrow?
Previews are pretty much a train wreck. We can't seem to get through a performance without a raging fire or a raging heart on. I'm broke. I'm not sleeping, at all. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Never mind.
All of those around Regan, who in some shape or form are involved in the play, struggle with their own issues, which bleed over into the production and only make matters worse.
Let's really do it. Let's really fuck.
Are you crazy?
No, it'll be incredible. It'll be so real. Trust me.
Cut it out, Mike.
Sorry, he's such an asshole.
What do you do now?
Oh, nothing. You just try to fuck me in front of an entire audience.
Oh my god.
Right?
That's kind of hot.
Like I said before, Birdman has some rich characters. For half of them, their ego is the dominant thing that drives their decision-making. All of those characters hold some sort of power over others, and they have no issues with flexing that power if their fragile ego is all too important. And it shows in how they stand up to protect what they see as high art, when really, it's just self-interest and snobbish superiority complexes.
You can't do this to me.
To you?
Look, I'm trying to do something that's important.
This is not important.
It's important to me. Okay? Maybe not to you or your cynical friends whose only ambition is to go viral, but to me, this is my career.
Did I do something to offend you?
As a matter of fact, you did. You took up space in a theater which otherwise might have been used on something worthwhile.
Okay, well, you don't even know if it's any good or not. I didn't...
That's true. I haven't read a word of it or even seen a preview.
Meanwhile, other characters have little ego and are here for the love of Regan and Broadway.
Tomorrow's my first opening night on Broadway.
Mine too.
I just want you to know that no matter what happens, that I'm really grateful to you.
Oh, no, me too.
Regardless of which category they fall into, they're all in the tug-of-war battle of the egocentric versus the egoless, those with power and those without. Ultimately, it's a struggle for love and acceptance of their peers when attempting to find deeper truths in what is simply just opinion.
That's what you always do. You confuse love for admiration.
Hey, look. I'm sorry. Can we just...
No, we can't, Mike. You know, maybe up here you're Mr. Truth, but in the real world where it counts, you're a fucking fraud. How's that feel for truth, you dick?
Don't you ever worry that I'll give you a bad review.
I'm sure you will, if I ever give you a bad performance.
Not everything about Birdman's excellence can be credited to the performances. Obviously, the film's use of single-shot cinematography is worth bringing up. Although recent war pick 1917 perfected this technique, Birdman was the predecessor that gained notoriety for having the entire film shot this way. Some shots stay stationary to maintain focus on the intimate moments, while others are mobile and capture the busy nature of New York or the theater scene. Either way, it's so submersive, you forget it's occurring because we feel invited in when we need to, and we feel distance and scope when it's called for. The lighting is a combination of cityscape and theater lighting, and the score is a combination of drum kit percussion and theater strings and piano. I'm not exactly sure why they chose a drum kit, but it does keep a light, messy quality to the overall tone. Even though Birdman's humor almost always hits its mark, perhaps this is a device to remind us that the pessimistic aspects of Birdman are not the prevailing forces at work here. Being the Best Picture winner of its year, it shouldn't come as a surprise how good Birdman is. Despite its characters and setting, Birdman is not a film strictly for the Broadway crowd or for those who often see plays. Again, like any good film, it's about the characters. You may not have seen a play in your life, but the traits of Birdman's characters are not exclusive to Broadway, and you can probably recognize them from your own area. Some of the characters may talk down to each other, but the film doesn't talk down to you. And that's the truth. Or at least, this guy's opinion.